Hi everyone, my name is Ryan. Thank you so much for coming along for this vintage mechanical watch restoration. We're going to do a service into this watch. Pretty much didn't been serviced, and as you can see, the crown is lost on this watch. So it's a watch I bought on internet, and we're going to see if I can be able to give it a second life. And yeah, that would be really cool. So let's go take out the case back, and here is the moment. So you see that the watch is running. It's only like the crown who just get away, but we're going to try to see and solve this problem out. And the strap as well is in good condition, so I think we're not going to change up the strap because the lever is looking in very good condition. So okay, I'm going to try to take out the movement of this watch, okay? And wow, the dial is really broke, like it is destroyed. Like this is a lot of moisture and of time who like literally destroyed the dial. So we can't do really much on this watch. So yeah, if I found up a new dial, maybe I'll pop it in it, but I think I can keep it like it is because it's a vintage watch. It has a history, so we're not going to touch this dial. We're just going to let it and fit it back, then we're going to finish the servicing. So let's go. We're going to take out every piece of this watch. We're going to take up everything apart, clean the parts, and after that this is done, we are going to reassemble all the watch and oiling it back. So like this watch will have a second life. So I'm going to take out the balance wheel. So like this, we can service up all this watch because yes, that will be a lot of job to service one of these watches. So I'm going to as well introduce myself because I'm new on this on YouTube, and I'm presenting like watch restorations. So you know my name is Ryan, and I am a 16 years old boy who's trying to repair watches. So yeah, if you see like I'm doing some wrong things, say in the comments, and like that could help me a lot. But I've learned how to service watches by myself. I didn't go in any school or whatever, so I'm doing like this like a hobby, but maybe in the future I'll go maybe in a watchmaking school. So yes, that's what I'm hoping to have. But for the moment, I know how to service watches. I got all the tools and everything. I would need maybe a movement holder, but maybe in the future I'll buy one and more equipment. But for the moment, I already have this. So now we're taking off the first bridge, and we're going to take out as well the escapement wheel. And yes, so for finishing this introduction, if you're subscribing to my channel, that would be very helpful for me, so I can maybe make more videos like this on this type. So yeah, thank you so much if you're watching the video, and if you're watching it until the end, thank you so much to you. So let's go head back to the restoration. Okay, I've taken out the ratchet wheel. We're going to take out the crown wheel as well, because the crown wheel is one of the most important parts into a watch, because it is the winding and the energy source. Okay, we took out the second bridge, so now we're going to try to take out a few parts. Okay, boom. We took out the cannon pinion, so that's pretty good. And now, boom, all of the components are here. So we got all of them, all the wheels. So we're going to take all of the parts and put them into the cleaning machine. So see you soon.
One eternity later.
Okay everyone, now the parts are all clean. Look at that. Wow, that's shining. So we're going to put up back everything how it was supposed to be. And yeah, I'm checking that everything is going and fitting perfectly. But for the moment, any part is broken, so I'm pretty happy about this. And yeah, I hope that this watch will be restored. So yeah. Okay, we're putting back everything in place. So here I'm testing it to see if the wheel is turning correctly, so everything is good. We're putting up the second bridge. So yeah, everything is in place. That's good. Everything's turning perfectly. Always check out if you got like the time to see if all of the wheels are turning, because if it's not turning, that could be blocked, and you got to take out everything back apart. So yeah, it's always good to check for it's less than 2 seconds, So I prefer to check always because we never know. So I'm putting up back a little bit of some oil. So of course those are special oils. So yeah, you got to be careful. It's not the same oil that you can find into the jewels, but yeah, that's in the watches. There's a lot of oils. So usually I use 3 oils for the ratchet wheel and the crown wheel and for the jewels. After the third one is more like onto the stamp, so like this, then you're trying to turn up the crown, you don't have any problems, it's looking like smooth. So yeah, watchmaking is pretty cool because you can learn how to repair them. So actually I'm going to tell you how I learned it. Actually, first thing that I've learned, it was how a watch is working, because this is the most important. So I see how an automatic watch is working, how a mechanical watch is working, and how a quartz watch is working. So then you know how it's working, you can know where the problem is coming from. So after you learn the name of the components, for seeing if everything is okay, if everything is good. So if you know all of these things, normally you don't have any problems. So it will be really easy for you to service a watch. Of course, then you're starting into the watchmaking, you're going to see that it's not at the first try that you're going to repair a watch, If you're doing a little mistake, it's totally normal. You can do mistakes and everything. That's not like the worst thing that you can do. And here we put up everything back in place, you see on the watch. Excuse me if I just cut, but yeah, if you're doing a mistake, it's not like the worst thing that you can do, into watchmaking. Like if you're doing a mistake, first begin with some really cheap watches, because that's what I've done. And then I've started with some cheap watches. I've started doing like bigger watches. Like I already serviced the Rolex, like a Rolex Datejust, like some Alpina chronograph watches. That was really cool as well. But of course, you need a lot of practice. But after time, because like that's doing since I was 12 years old, I started servicing watches. So that's pretty that's pretty young, but I'm learned how to do it by myself, and now I know how to do it. But yeah, that would be good if I'm going in a watchmaking school, so I can learn how to have the techniques and everything. So I'm going to change up this glass because it's broken. But look at this watch is running. So this is the time that I've taken to try to find out the glass. But yeah, the watch is working pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about this. So here is our new glass. We're going to put it in position, and after we can tell that the watch is serviced. So pretty happy, and on the time grapher it done well as well. In amplitude, this watch done 276, so that's pretty good in terms of amplitude. So yeah, I'm pushing up a little bit of air for cleaning up all the dusts or maybe things we've went into the watch. Close up the back case, and here we go. This watch is serviced. Thank you so much for coming along and seeing this restoration. And if you're really interested in what I'm doing, be sure to like and subscribe. That means a lot for me. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to show you a few views on my watch, and have a great day. It was Ryan, and hope to see you soon. Bye.